Okay, this is a part two. Okay. I had to plug in the phone, but I just wanted to say, Alexa, next song. I want something calm. Um, what I wanted to say is for the women that are saying they're abstaining, they got off dating apps. I mean, should have been done this. You should have known how the trajectory of a lot of the men in America are going. The hatred of women, it's very biblical, because it talks about the war between the woman and her seed and the serpent and its seed. So we've been dealing with this for centuries upon centuries upon centuries upon decades upon decades upon, I mean, women have been dealing with this. Men have been, when their conquest is happening, they rape women from different villages. When they want to belittle or lower the men of those villages or those countries, they rape their women. They take over and they rape their women, which is, it's in the dysfunctional male patriarchy's mode of conduct to carry themselves that way. Divine men don't do things like that. They don't violate women. They don't violate children. However, we're not speaking about divine men who are running this country right now, who want to run this country in 2025. We're not speaking about those divine men. So, women, there's a reason why in the Dark Ages, women had chastity belts. Men were, tried, quote unquote, protecting their women by putting chastity belts with locks. Not only just that, but because they were also jealous and scared their wife was going to be with somebody else, but also about these type of situations where men take over, they conquer, and they rape women. Okay, so when you hear people like Nick Fuentes talking about it's not your body, it's my choice type shit, this is nothing new. This is absolutely nothing new. The feminist movement tried to make gains for women in this country and globally. They've been trying to protect women and putting protection on the books for women, but it's all hell now, because you got somebody that's coming into office that not even the judicial system in America wants to check him. They know he's wrong. They know he's committed crimes. However, they're not willing to actually fucking lay the law down and check that motherfucker, okay? And he's gonna get a second term. The thing is that women have been going through this. So if you are truly one of those women, the B4, B5, I don't know what the movement is. Listen, a lot of us women out here, we're already celibate. We're already running that game. We've been running that game for a long, long time. However, are you willing, when somebody comes to you and wants to violate you, what are you willing personally? What is in your mind to do to protect yourself? So I'm putting that question out there for women. At what level are you willing to go to protect yourself and to protect your body? Because you may have to put somebody to death if they come in your home or whatever and try to violate you. So you might have to put them to death. Is your mind in that state of frame that you will actually do that? Because we're headed in that type of time frame in this world where you might actually have to do that to protect yourself, protect your children, protect your daughters, your sons. You may have to do that. So where is your mind at? Because the white women that voted for Trump feel like their husband is going to protect them. Not really looking back in history when their husbands, in the historical sense of it, were murdered in war. Guess what? He was nowhere to be found to protect you. So if we're going to be in a lawless world, just know that it's going to be a lawless world if that's what we're aiming for. If you're aiming to break the whole Constitution down, as a Trumpite, as the Trump cult following, just know that it's going to boomerang back on you. That's the facts. Alexa, next song. I can't do this music. Just know that it can boomerang back on you. And as much as I would like to say, what the fuck, lady, woman, I can't call them women, because if they're not wanting to, choose somebody that can actually protect women in general and families in general, when you're okay with somebody deporting people and their families, when you're okay with persecuting people because of their choices in sex and their partners, if you're willing to do all that, guess what? If you can't protect those people with your vote and don't want to protect those people with your vote, this chaotic fuck fest is going to swing back and hit you too. So if you're a woman that really doesn't want to be producing children, fucking yank your shit out. Yank your plumbing out. Let's I believe in the divine creator, and I believe that when shit hits the fan, and if women are done like they have done in the story of The Handmaid's Tale, then I know that the eventuality to that in the autocorrect, the karmic law of the universe to correct that, is to wipe every fucking thing out. And I know God has done that in the past. I've had visions of it. I've witnessed it as a 3-year-old child. So if you really don't want to have children, then before Trump gets into office, when it talks about my choice, my body, and if you don't want to have children, honestly, and you don't want to be raped to have children, because they're going to use your eggs. If you get your tubes tied, they're going to use your eggs, and they're going to produce with a woman. They're going to use another woman's body with your eggs. Whatever the case may be, right? So, and they've already stored women's eggs up. They started this shit when it was 1999 and 2001 that one of my coworkers came to me. She was the owner, I won't tell you what business, but she was the owner of this business, and she said, hey, I was in my 30s at that time. She said, they're asking women to give up their eggs, to freeze their eggs and give their eggs up. And she did it. She was a very, very pale, and I mean pale as the wall, white wall woman, very pale. And she gave up her eggs. And a lot of women gave up their eggs. This Project 2025 has been planned for a long, long time against women. Okay? So if you are one of those women that don't want to be birthing children out of rape, and you don't want to birth these type of men's children, then go yank your fucking plumbing out. That sounds harsh, I know. But this is where we're at.